welcome to this week's video. It feels really weird, I feel like I haven't filmed anything for ages, but I have. I filmed a video last week. Today I'm going to be answering all your questions about first year and just doing a kind of like sum up review of my first year at university. So I had my very last exam 2 days ago. It's summer, I'm free, I can do whatever I want, and yeah, I'm just so shocked that first year is completely done, like already. I feel like I just moved here. I'm so excited for second year. I think it's going to be a lot better. Not that this was bad, we'll get into all the questions. So I feel like most of the comments and questions and like DMs that I get are about university and just about like my experience. So now that first year is over, I thought it'd be good to answer loads of those questions. So I asked for the questions on the like community thingy on YouTube where I just like post a little message, and I've done a Q&A before, so like look out for that if you want to ask a question. Yeah, so let's just like get into the questions because I'm rambling. So the first question is, how did you budget? So I think the best thing you can do is like work out the amount of money that you're allowed to spend each week. Like work out like how much money you have, and then I keep all my money in like a separate account, and then each week I will transfer the amount that I can spend per week into the current account, because that way I only have access to that money. There's not like a temptation to like spend like loads of other money. Sit down and work out how much you have and how much you can spend, and obviously put money aside for things that are bigger, like that you might want to buy, like a gym membership or something like that. Did you miss high school? Yeah, in first semester I missed school so much. I just missed like seeing everybody every day. Uni is a lot more like casual and like, I don't know, like you could see everybody every day, but it's just very different. It's not at all like as intense or anything, and I miss like going in and having like a proper structure and all of that. I actually like that. Like I like getting up early and having like a full day, and then like coming home and feeling like I achieved something. And it took me a while to get used to it, and I did definitely miss school and like my friends and stuff and living at home, but like not anymore. How often did you skip class? Well, I'm a good student, I'm not gonna lie. I have missed probably like 3 tutorials and 3 lectures the entire year, which is like not very much. In first semester I didn't miss a single thing. I just like get worried that I'm gonna get into like a habit of missing stuff, and I don't like missing it. Like I like to know that I like went to everything, and I don't know, obviously like uni is expensive, like you want to get your money's worth kind of thing. I don't know, if I went to everything and I had a good attendance, it was kind of like I didn't have to put in as much effort like at home. Probably not good advice, but like, what do you want to do when you're older? I don't really know. My degree is economics and maths, so leads towards like finance, but I don't think I want to do that. I think I would rather like business or marketing or something with maybe like a bit more creativity, and I'd like to work like in fashion. That would be really cool, but I don't know. Is it very, very hard? Yes. I thought coming to uni it was going to be easy. Not easy like simple, but like I had in my head like an impression of it being so much easier than it actually is. I feel like everybody talks about first year and says like, oh, it's nothing, like, oh, it's so much easier than A levels. It was so much harder than I expected it to be, especially during the year. Obviously with A levels, especially the subjects I took, there wasn't really much coursework. Like obviously you paid attention during the year, but there wasn't that pressure of like this counts. But we had like a lot more coursework than I've ever done before. I think also it depends on the degree that you do, but I found it hard. But like, I mean, now it's done. I felt like it was doable obviously, but seems like you're not a partying girl. Did you go to parties and bars because you wanted to or just to fit in? I enjoy like pubs, bars. I'm not a huge fan of clubbing. If it's good music, that's okay. I'm not somebody who's gonna go like multiple times a week or like even every week. Like I'm just not like that. So I guess you're right, I'm not a party girl. I wouldn't do that stuff to fit in. Like if people were gonna judge me for like not loving clubbing all the time, then like I don't want to be friends with them anyway. It's not like school where everyone kind of has like an impression of you, like nobody like knows who you are, so it's like you can just do whatever you want, no one's gonna care. I didn't feel like a pressure to go to fit in or like be like everybody else. Obviously I do that stuff sometimes. I did it more in the first semester because I felt like that's what people were doing, and I didn't want to like miss out on making friends and stuff. Obviously like it is a good way to meet new people and socialize, especially when you have no friends. Did you get homesick? I feel like this semester, as in since Christmas till now, I've been homesick probably like 1 time, and I don't even know when that was. Like I'm just assuming that probably like 1 time I was like, oh, I kind of want to go home right now. In first semester I was homesick a lot, and like I missed home all the time. I just felt like I was really far away from home, and like I don't know anybody here, and I kind of like having like close friendships and like having people around me that like I know we're friends and like I know where we stand, and I don't know, just like kind of that security. And obviously when you first come to uni and you don't have any friends, like you don't have that. I feel like in first semester it was very much like, I like you, but like, do you like me? Like, are we really friends? Like, I don't know, kind of like hard to read people sometimes. My tip on that would be to like keep busy and like join clubs and societies and like do stuff. Like, obviously if you're sitting in your room all the time on your own, you're gonna be homesick because you're not doing anything fun. The more you like put yourself out there and try new things, like that's what's gonna make you like enjoy your experience more. Did you struggle making friends with your flatmates? Me and my flatmates are not close, basically. They're all very lovely people. Yeah, they're all really nice. They are clean and tidy for the most part, like 99% of the time, and no one is noisy or annoying. Like, everybody is very nice and friendly, but we're all just so different. We've never hung out, like done anything like as a flat, or even like just me and one of my flatmates. Like, we're just very different. And yeah, I kind of before uni like had this vision of like being best friends with my flatmates, and like obviously when you live with people you can get to know them really quickly and become like really close. That didn't happen for me. I feel like it's just luck of the draw really. I didn't get like flatmates that are very similar to me. It could definitely have been way worse, but we aren't like close friends and I won't really like see them after I move out of here. So I feel like it's not like that I struggled to make friends with them, it was just that like we're very different and like doing our own thing. What do you miss about living at home aside from family, friends and the space compared to a dorm? I miss my car actually. I just used to love like driving around, like going places in the car. I don't know why, I just enjoy driving, especially late at night. I feel like it's very therapeutic. I miss having a living room and like a TV. Like, I feel like I'm just always in this room. I feel like I'm just stuck in like the same four walls all the time. It's like the bath sometimes. Sometimes I want a bath and like there's no bath here. But for the most part, like the things that I miss are just my family and friends. How are you finding the maths topics in economics? I think they're really, really hard. The actual maths behind them is not that difficult. It's not like, we've only done a couple things that weren't covered at A-level. The actual economics behind it is really, really difficult, and I find that hard. I find the maths in econ really hard. People are like asking why I moved so far away and if my family were okay with it, and if it's like how I keep in contact with my friends from home. My family were fine with me moving away, like they never questioned. Obviously they were like sad that I wouldn't come home that much, but like if I had said that I wanted to go to America or something, I feel like they would have definitely like supported me. I didn't have like a weird obsession with like being far away from home. I just wanted to come to this uni and it just happens that this is where it is. I love city here and I feel like there's like so much to do and it's so fun, and that's what I wanted. And like keep in contact with my friends from home. Obviously like I text them all the time, and when we're at home for like Christmas and Easter and all of that stuff, we always meet up. And I've been to visit a couple of my friends at other unis. Like I've been to Birmingham loads of times, I've been to Cambridge. I feel like it's good to have friends where you don't have to see them every day to stay friends. Like I can like, you know, go like a couple months or a month without seeing them and like we're still just as close, and that's like really nice. Was there anything that surprised you? I don't know, I felt like kind of lonely, especially in first semester, and I didn't think that that would happen so much, especially because I'm not close with my flatmates. Like if I have a lecture that finishes at like 4 p.m. and that's like me done for the day, if I don't plan a social event, which like I don't have something on every day obviously, then I'm just gonna be sitting in my room on my own. Like it was just a lot of alone time and I wasn't used to that. But I mean, like obviously you can make friends with your flatmates more, or honestly like if you put yourself out there, like there'll be someone in your accommodation you can be friends with and like hang out with them. I just didn't do that. How often genuinely do students go to clubs / parties? Is there pressure to go out all the time, or does it die down after freshers? I don't go that often, so I don't really know. I think it's up to you. Every night you'll be able to find somebody to go out with, so if you wanted to go every night you could, and if you don't, like I feel like that's fine too. Obviously freshers is kind of like an every night situation. A lot more people do. Obviously it dies down after that. I feel like it was more in first semester, and then in second semester a bit less. I don't know. Obviously when you come to uni you have like so much more freedom than you did before, and then once you kind of get used to that, it's not that like exciting to go every night anymore. I don't know, it's just, I think it's like very up to you. I haven't been pressured into going out or doing anything that I didn't want to do. Don't associate yourself or become like close friends with people that are going to pressure you into doing stuff. You don't want to be friends with them anyway. What other unis did you apply to? And then somebody else asked like if I had good like choices between them. So I applied to Bristol, Leeds, Liverpool, Newcastle and Edinburgh, and I got offers from all of them. and I put Edinburgh as my first choice, so got what I wanted. For a city uni, is it difficult to arrange to see friends? Edinburgh is different to like most unis, I would say. It's not like on a campus. All the accommodations are just scattered throughout the city. Like, there are people that live like 30-40 minute walk from where I live. It's very spread out. I feel like it's just up to you. Like, you might like that, you might not. It depends on you as a person. Because I've been to Birmingham a lot, like I've been like 4 or 5 times I think, and that's a much more like traditional like campus in like one sort of area, and it does seem really fun. Like, everybody that you know lives really close. But there are also like pros to having a city uni. I feel like we have so much to do. People live in like different areas, and like you could, you know, like go to their flat and do what is like going on around there, and like go to somebody else's. I don't know, I just feel like it's not hard to like meet your friends and stuff, because most of my friends live like 10-15 minute walk from where I live. I think it's fine because there's so much to do that we have. How easy do you find cooking for just yourself as a vegan? I've been vegetarian my whole life and like vegan for like 3.5 years. It's not hard. It's the same to me as if I ate meat. Like, billions of ideas for meals, because like it's basically just every meal I've ever eaten. I haven't found it difficult at all. Sometimes it's hard in that you have to buy like, I eat quite a lot of fresh stuff, and sometimes it goes off before you finish it because it's just you. That's like the only struggle, but I've kind of gotten used to like what things I should buy and what things I shouldn't. And I buy a lot of stuff the day I want to make it, so that I don't have to like leave it in the fridge for ages, if that makes sense. Benefits of self-catered versus catered accommodation. At our uni, there is like catered accommodation, and there are lots of different ones kind of all in the same area, more of like a campus style accommodation. And then obviously everybody goes to breakfast and dinner in the like dining hall together. And I think a huge pro of that is that like you have a lot of social interaction. You can go and see people and like go to dinner with them, and I just think that would be really nice. Like, going to dinner every night with people, you'd get really close with them, and that would be fun. I was worried about like the vegan options. Like, there may have been one, but I don't know. I like to know what's in my food. I don't like eating a lot of processed stuff, and I feel like it could have been that. But then obviously like the cons are you don't get like a kitchen. You only really have like your room. Don't get to like learn how to cook, and like you don't get to choose what you're eating, kind of thing. I don't think that's that bad. The thing about living in self-catered is that you get a kitchen, and if you become close with your flatmates, that's like the dream, like hanging out with them all the time and everything. It would be so fun. I can only imagine, but I've been to loads of people's flats where it's like that, and it does seem really, really fun. Cons are obviously you not get along with your flatmates so much, and then you're kind of like isolated, but obviously you can like meet other people in your accommodation and stuff. So okay, so that's all the questions that I'm gonna answer today. I hope that this was like the video you were hoping that it would be. I also just want to say thank you, because obviously doing YouTube and all of that like all year has been like really fun, and you know, I've just like really enjoyed like hanging out with you guys, and I don't know, I've just really enjoyed this, and it's been a big part of like my first year experience. So I just want to say thank you to all of you, and yeah, comment down below, tell me like if you're going to first year, or if you're at uni, or if you're at school, or if you want to go to uni, anything like that. Happy that I stuck with YouTube this year, and like that I did this, because I'm like so proud of it now, and it's just been a lot of fun. So yeah, I love you all so much, and I will see you next week for another video. Bye!